Hey you guys, so I am in my Jeep. I am on vacation for the day. I worked half a day, so am going to be off the rest of the day, and I'm just waiting for my fiance to come and pick me up so we can go on our belated Valentine's Day date. So I just thought I would catch you guys up with what's going on with my planner. So let's get started. Okay, so I was previously planning in the month of January in an A6 Wonderland 222. I loved that thing. It worked for me. It brought me joy. It was, it had a space for everything that I wanted and that I needed to keep track of. And then I was talking to a couple of my friends, Samantha and Ashley, and they too were planning in an A5 cousin. And when Ashley asked me about it, because she was transitioning from a different planner to a cousin, and when she asked me about it, I was like, the layout is fantastic. If you're going to use it as a planner, I'm pretty sure it will work, because a lot of people use it as planners. But when I was talking about it, I said it didn't work for me because I was trying to use it as a memory keeper. So I previously was in a cousin, I want to say in 2019, because Lindsey Scribbles was in a cousin at the same time. I'm not sure of the year because I don't know time, but she was in it and she was doing memory keeping in it, and I thought, you know what, that seems pretty cool, I can do it too. So I ordered a cousin and it did not work for me at all. I am very much a daily journaler. I love to do daily journaling. And the cousin, of course, it has a monthly section. Somewhere it has a monthly section. So it has the monthly section, the weekly section, and then daily sections. So I am very much a daily journaler. And when I was trying to memory keep in this cousin, I wasn't able to do it because I didn't have a purpose for this weekly section. So that didn't work for me. I ended up putting it to the side and then getting an A6, what is it called? Hobonichi A6. I don't know the name of it. Does it even have a name? I don't know. Anyway, I tried planning in that. Not planning. I was journaling in that because I was planning in a week, so I didn't have a need for another planner. So after talking to Samantha, she was like, try it for a week. If it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work for you, and that's fine. You have something that works for you already. So I did that. I planned in it for a week. I back planned a day, which was Monday, and then used the rest of it to plan my week. So this was the first week of February, and I did some experimenting with some boxes because I was hoping that I didn't want to use stickers in this planner, because I'm not very much a sticker or sticker kit or washi type planner. It's not my jam. It just confuses my brain, so it's not for me. But I do like color in my planner and like little doodles or anything like that. I'm a fan of that, but I was trying to see if I could have some sort of color in it. And actually, I'll mention before we keep going, this week I planned this week in this cousin and also in my A6 222 planner. So I was doing double work, I know, because I wanted to see, is this something that could work for me, the more space? And as I was planning, I was like, hold on. I text my friend Tatiana, I was like, okay, look, all of this information is fitting in my A6 planner. How is that even possible? Because I feel like this has more information in it than my A6 does, but it still all fits and it's all still the same stuff. Like, how is that even possible? But then after I finished up the week and was like looking at my A6 planner, my A6 had so much less information in it than this planner did. So I was like, okay, next week I'm going to put my A6 to the side and solely plan in this cousin. So that was this week. And at this time is when I was kind of brainstorming, how can I make this planner work for me? So in my A6 planner, I had a designated section for trackers, which I am really a fan of trackers now. So I figured out, okay, I'll put a tracker here on the side. Let me make sure you're in frame first. Okay, so I put a tracker here on the side, and also down here at the bottom of my monthly section, I'm also using this yearly index. Is that what this is called? Or is that what this is called? No, that's a year. Okay, I'm using this yearly index also for tracking my sleep, my work, if I got here at 6, if I've been drinking enough water, if I closed my rings. And then the monthly section has all of my other tracking information, and then you'll see as we go through the week that I'm finding I can add more tracking information. So then I was experimenting with adding little bits of washi here and there, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely do not like washi in my planner. It's just not my jam. And I also inserted this little tip in of this sunshine card that Samantha sent me, because it's just cute and I really like this washi. So I'm, kind of finding my groove in the planner, seeing how everything can work for me. I have a couple of trackers here, a running to-do list will be here. I'm able to still track my mood and then all of the things that I need to do. So I was a fan of it. So then this is last week also, I kept on with it. I added a section at the bottom for my meals because I couldn't find a space in my planner that let me track everything like on one page. So I have them all spread out throughout the planner, which is okay for me right now. It's still working, so that's fine. So I just added this at the bottom. I'm still tracking all of my tasks. Non-day specific tasks just go in the to-do section. I realized at the bottom that I wanted to have a couple more trackers to be added to the top section. So for the current week that we're in, I added those 2 trackers to my tracker section. And I did add this little strip of washi down here because I am extremely inspired by Plan to Create on YouTube and Instagram. She's making my heart sing with this. Well, she's in a different planner, but it's the same layout as a Hobonichi cousin. She was previously in a cousin, so I've just been binging all of her videos because I'm obsessed. No shame. I just love you. Okay, so I'm fangirling. So I was able to figure out this sidebar situation. I do have all of my trackers here and a running to-do list. Now, I did add some washi here, and I don't like how that came out. I feel like these 2 colors are too close to each other, and they create just like an awkward like, it's not easy on my eyes, so I am not gonna do that next week. But again, this is just like experimenting, finding my groove. It's totally okay if things change. I'm not like, it has to all be the same. Once I figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out, and it's fine. So yeah, I've just really been enjoying this planner. I do have some empty spaces here and maybe here, which is fine. And that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I, of course, thinking about how Plan to Create uses her planner and her stamps. I'm gonna go through my stamp collection and see if I have anything that I can just like fill in these little sections and see how I feel about it, because I like the thought of filling in the space, and even if I don't, that's fine too. So and this is next week. I haven't set up anything for next week just because it's a new month, so I want to be able to sit down and do a proper like setup with me video instead of just kind of like flip through and talk about it. So then I wanted to show you guys my daily pages. Okay, so remember about my trackers and my lists. I needed a space to write down a couple of like live lists that I have. So I have that information here and just a couple of notes. So I have some information here for my audio room at my facility, so whenever I need that information, I'll be able to reference it here. And then I also have a weekly pen list. So I do like to keep track of the pen that I'm using for the week, so that if I'm ever stumped or feel like I want to switch it up, I can. And then I also have a pen marker swatch page. And of course, it's what it is. It's just a place for pen swatching. And then I have some information about my daughter, the medicine that she's currently on. So I have that there. And then I also have a things to look into list. So this is a running list. It is, you know, if it gets long, it gets long, that's fine. But this is just a list for things that I want to look into. If it's something that I see in a YouTube video, or something I see on Instagram or on a commercial or something, then I will write it down in this section. And then once I have more time to do a little bit more research, I can go through and look into it. I also have a running wish list, of course, with things that I want to buy, just so I'm not spending like a crazy person. So that is there. A section for books I've read, which has only been one, which is The Song of Achilles. And if you haven't read it, stop what you're doing right now and go read it. I also have a section for movies watched. There are a couple of movies on this things to look into list that I would like to do a little bit more research to see if they're like funny or thrillers, or if I want to watch them or something like that. So that's there. I also have a section here for jokes, because I love dad jokes, and these are 2 jokes that my friend has told me at work, and I thought they were hilarious, so I wrote them down because they bring me joy. On this page, I was just trying to figure out a way to track my migraines. I was recently diagnosed with migraines in December of last year, and am still just trying to, you know, navigate that situation and kind of keep track of my triggers, if, you know, whatever. Just, I'm working on this. Obviously, there's nothing here, but I found an app, so that might not need to be on paper, but I kind of want to put it on paper. Okay, then I also have a section for time. So I took this from Lindsey Scribbles, one of her trackers, and this is just, it looks like a grid, and then I have my key for 8 hours of vacation, 4 hours of vacation, and a sick day. So when I take whatever sick vacation time, it will just go here. And I thought I had, give me a second. Okay, I think over here. Okay, yeah. So over here, I have a monthly Tombow tracker. This tracker I got from Ellie at Ellie's Corner on YouTube and Instagram. Or on Instagram, I think she's Ellie's Corner 2019. But when she still does this, I want to say. For her bullet journal, she would list out every month and then the designated Tombow that month gets, so that she doesn't have to go back and forth and deciding which Tombow she wants to use. So I am doing that because I really like that idea, because pen changes, nib sizes, ink colors, marker changes, anything like that gives me really bad anxiety when it comes to my planner or paper or anything in general. When it's not uniform, it makes me really anxious. So I took this idea from her and implemented it to my planner because I think it will really help me, and so far it has. I've really enjoyed using my 772 Tombow for the whole month of February, so I didn't have to worry about what color am I going to use next week, do I have it in my bag, you know, stuff like that. So I am really excited about that. Now I'm going to take you to my daily pages. Yeah, these are my daily pages. I will just flip through them. It's just, I journal throughout the day for these daily pages. So it's just, sometimes I use washi if I want, sometimes I don't. And my daughter also likes to journal in my journal, my planner, and that's totally fine. It gives it character, I feel. So, and you know, I'll get to keep it forever. So yeah, my daily pages, I just journal. I use my daily pages throughout the day. So it's not like I sit down at night and then journal about my day. I go through the day journaling. So when I stop, when I have a break in work, or if I remember something, or if I have something that's heavy on my mind, I'll just write it down in my journal, and I mean in the daily pages. I do have an A6 journal. This is in the Chic Sparrow Giovanni leather. It is amazing. I got it from my friend Laura, and it's just, I use this A6 Stology as my journal because I can only journal so much in these daily pages because they're one page, like one front page. So if I have a lot on my mind or a lot that needs to get put onto paper, I can't like flip to the next page and just keep writing. So that's why I have my A6 Stology. And this, I won't flip through because it's just, you know, my personal journaling. But it's in a Catspresso Co. clear cover, and it's beautiful. And then I also have this notebook from Paper Penguin Co. that Laura sent me with the cover. I don't know the name of it, she told me, but I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it's just, it's something that I'm really enjoying right now. Okay, I'm not sure where I stopped talking about my planner situation. So I do have also this Paper Penguin Co. notebook, and I don't know, it has a different kind of paper in it other than like Tomoe River paper, and I don't know what it's called, but it writes really, it's a really good paper, so that's cool. So that is what I do when I have more journaling. And okay, I love astrology. I love the paper of the astrology. I love the flexibility of it, you know, the whole everything I love. And after doing a whole lot of binging on YouTube, I rediscovered the Theory of Lauren on YouTube and on Instagram. Her name is something different on YouTube, but I rediscovered Lauren's page. So she does bullet journaling in an A5 astrology, and I really like that idea. I really like the idea of not having to work around these pages and not having to have my trackers split up into different sections. And I like the idea of bullet journaling in an A5 planner. And I will show you where I was thinking about this. I want to say, okay. No. I wrote it down somewhere. I literally wrote down, if I started the year in this cousin, I would not have a space for everything that I track and that I list. I just wouldn't, because these pages here are on daily pages. So I would have journaled in these pages. And for the rest of the year, or until I decide I don't want to be in this planner anymore, I will only have these pages to use as my list pages. Now, I doubt I'm gonna have, you know, I doubt I'm gonna need like 50 pages for my lists and trackers. I know it's not gonna, I know that that's very far-fetched, but I like the idea of knowing that I can make this planner, make a planner in A5 sized however I want, with the option to still have vertical weekly layouts, to have a monthly section. I don't know that I will do daily journaling. I probably will though, because I really am enjoying this whole system. Planning and doing a little bit of daily journaling. Planning and doing a little bit of daily journaling. I like that idea. So if I would have started this year out in this cousin, I would not have had enough space to track everything and list everything that I need to. So that still brings me back to the astrology. Do I want to be in an A5 astrology? I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that I'm enjoying this cousin right now, that I am enjoying the system, that it's bringing me joy, that it's helping me be productive, that I still have space for journaling, and I'm really liking the size. So for right now, I'm gonna stick with it and stay in it until I decide I want to be in astrology. If that comes, you know, next week, then it comes next week. If I finish out the year in this, then I'll finish out the year in this, and then, you know, figure out what I want to do next year. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this right now. And if you're thinking about switching up to a different planner, do it. I mean, who cares that it's already going to be March and you're already going to be in your 3rd or 4th or 5th planner? Then just change it up, you know? Do what makes you happy. Do what sparks joy for you. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because yes, this sparks so much joy for me. And I currently have this in a clear cover. This is just, I want to say like a Hobonichi clear cover. I want to say yes. And I am going to buy a Sojourner trifold. I'm going to order a Sojourner trifolio. I just said that. I'm going to order a Sojourner trifolio in sand with a natural designer front pocket because it is my dream planner. And after realizing that I have thoroughly enjoyed planning in this size for an entire month, I am going to commit to ordering a cover of such good quality in this size. So yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble along. That's how you say it. Ramble along for 30 minutes about this cousin. So yeah, I will be posting a monthly setup and plan with me for next week, hopefully soon. So yeah, thank you for that. I hope you guys have a good Friday and a good weekend, that you guys stay safe, and if you are in Texas, stay warm since it's gonna be pretty chilly and rainy here. So yeah, okay, y'all have a good weekend. Bye.